We'll be focusing now on regulation and innovation. And it's a great pleasure to have the Commissioner Freire from ANATEL, the Brazilian regulator, with us today, who traveled here from Brazil to speak to you. Commissioner, the floor is yours.
Mr. and Ms. President, Mr. Deputy Secretary General, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today at the Green Digital Actors Summit here in the dynamic city of Berlin, a place that exemplifies both historic resilience and modern innovation. Our theme today, regulation and innovation, find the balance, captures a critical tension at the heart of a digital environmental transition. In Brazil, we have embraced this challenge. At ANATEL, Brazil's national telecommunication agency, we see regulation not as a brake on innovation, but as an engine. Today, I'd like to share how our approach is enabling connectivity while aligned with national and global standards for sustainability, digital inclusion, and technological innovation. The National Telecommunication Agency, ANATEL, has approved the inclusion of environmental, social, and governance criteria as mandatory requirement in radio frequency license standards, consolidating its commitment to sustainability and responsible governance in the telecommunications sector. To ensure the effectiveness of this requirement, it is recommended that draft of the notice document includes, first of all, mandatory ESG criteria in proposal evaluation, ensuring that bidders meet established environmental, social, and governance standards. A requirement for certification our public commitments to ESG practice by bidding companies ensure observers to sustainability principles. Continuous monitoring mechanisms such as annual ESG compliance report to ensure transparency and accountability throughout the process. The inclusion of ESG practice in the agency's bids is not merely a progressive regulatory measure, but a strategic response to contemporary social environmental challenges. This policy will drive the regulated sector to become more responsible, resilient, and competitive, fostering a balance between economic growth, social justice, and environmental sustainability. The major strengths ANATEL's alignment with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, reaffirm sustainability as a guide principle in the agency actions. With 5G and eventually 6G, we are not just looking for faster speeds, we are aiming for smart, low-emission infrastructure and expand access, especially in underserved areas. Another initiative from ANATEL is a strategic partnership with the Inter-American Development Bank, aimed at promoting green investment and sound environmental practice aligned with the environmental, social governance agenda in the telecommunications sector. The initial proposal is for the bank to support the agency in diagnosing and design measures to encourage sustainable climate investment in the telecommunication industry. Through this partnership, support is being provided for conducted diagnostic studies, design incentive measures for sustainable climate investment in the sector via the engagement of the specialized consulting firm, etc. Among others, deliverables in consultancy contracts includes One of them I would like to highlight is a diagnostic study on climate investment in Brazil's telecommunications sector, an international benchmark of climate investment promotion actions in the telecom sector, a proposed action plan including a framework of activities carried out by ANATEL to foster climate investment, as well regulatory proposals and contributions to international forums, and a support for the implementation of a pilot project for an ANATEL IDB Climate Investment seal and award. Telecommunications are the backbone of global connectivity, but they also consume significant amounts of energy, natural resource in their operation, use, and infrastructure. Invest in sustainable technologies and practice such as the use of renewable energy, energy efficiency, and material recycling not only helps mitigate climate change and improve corporate reputation, but also increases companies' competitiveness in the global market. Moreover, focus on green solutions can spur innovation, create jobs, and promote more resilient and sustainable economic growth. These actions reinforce the importance of incorporating environmentally responsible practice in the regulatory activities, requiring that providers, companies, and institutions regulated by the agency adhere to ESG policy in their governance is a necessary step toward aligned regulation with today's global challenges. Indeed, this approach not only strengthens companies' commitments to sustainable development, but also promotes transformation to sustainability and development. These are the key points I wanted to share with you today. I appreciate the invitation and the valuable exchange we had here today. My final message is, together we can achieve more. Thank you so much for the invitation.